What if I told you that the thing you have been searching for is not far away from you? What if the reason your dreams feel delayed is not because you are unlucky, not because the universe forgot you, and not because you are asking for too much? What if there is a simple shift, a small technique that many people never learn because they spend their whole lives looking outside instead of looking within? Stay with me, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you think about manifestation. Most people wake up every day carrying stress, fear, doubt, and worry. They think about what they don't have. They focus on what is missing. And without even realizing it, they keep repeating the same energy again and again. Then they wonder why nothing changes. But what if I told you that your thoughts are speaking even when your mouth is silent? Your feelings are sending messages even when you say nothing at all. There is a powerful manifestation technique that people rarely talk about. It is simple but powerful. And once you truly understand it, you may begin to see signs, opportunities, and changes appear in ways you never expected. So take a deep breath, open your mind, and give yourself permission to believe that something beautiful could be closer than you think. Now let us understand manifestation in a simple way. Many people hear this word all the time, but few truly stop and think about what it means. Manifestation is the idea that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs can influence the direction of your life. It is about becoming aware of the energy you carry every day. Because whether you realize it or not, your mind is always focused on something. You are always thinking, always feeling, and always expecting something from life. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up feeling negative, the whole day seems harder? Small problems feel bigger. Little things annoy you, but when you wake up feeling happy and grateful, life feels lighter. Good moments seem easier to notice. It is almost as if your inner world changes the way you experience your outer world. That is where the idea of the law of attraction comes in. It teaches that what you focus on grows stronger in your life. Not because of magic, but because your attention shapes your actions, emotions, and choices. Your mind starts looking for things that match what you believe inside. If you constantly tell yourself that life is difficult, your mind searches for proof. But if you begin believing that opportunities, blessings, and good things are coming, you slowly start seeing life differently. The truth is, manifestation begins long before something appears in your hands. It begins in your mind, in your emotions, and in the quiet thoughts you repeat to yourself every single day. Now here is something many people never talk about. Most people do not fail at manifestation because they are doing everything wrong. They struggle because they are unknowingly sending mixed signals. One moment they feel excited and hopeful. The next moment they are filled with fear, doubt, and worry. They say they want abundance, but deep inside they believe they do not deserve it. They say they want love, but secretly they fear being hurt. and this inner conflict creates confusion. Think about how many times people say, "Why is it not happening yet?" Or maybe this just doesn't work for me. The moment those thoughts appear, they begin focusing more on what is missing than on what they want. Instead of feeling trust, they feel pressure. Instead of feeling peace, they feel frustration. And without realizing it, they keep checking for results every day, almost like digging up a seed they just planted to see if it is growing. Another reason people struggle is impatience. We live in a world where everyone wants instant results. We want fast answers, quick success, and immediate change. But manifestation is not only about wanting something. It is also about becoming the person who is ready to receive it. Growth takes time. Change takes time. Even nature teaches us this lesson. A tree does not grow overnight. A flower does not bloom the same day the seed is planted. The truth is, many people are blocking their own blessings without realizing it. Not because they are broken, not because they are unlucky, but because they are allowing fear and doubt to speak louder than belief. And before we understand the hidden technique, we first have to understand what has been standing in our way all along. Now we are getting closer to the part that most people miss. Here is the hidden idea behind this technique. Many people think manifestation is about repeating words all day, making vision boards, or asking the universe for something again and again. They believe they need to force things to happen. But the truth may be much simpler than that. The real secret is not about doing more. It is about becoming more aligned. Alignment means your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs are all moving in the same direction. Think about it like this. Imagine someone says, "I want success." But deep inside, they believe they are not good enough. Their words are moving one way, but their feelings are moving another way. One part of them is hoping, while another part is doubting. That creates resistance. The hidden technique begins with understanding that the universe does not only respond to words, it responds to the energy behind those words. You can say positive things all day long, but if fear is louder inside you, that fear becomes the message you keep repeating. This is why many people feel exhausted. They keep trying harder, but they never stop to look at what they truly believe inside. So instead of asking yourself, "What do I want?" maybe ask a different question. What am I feeling every day? Because your daily feelings create your inner world, and your inner world slowly begins shaping the life you experience. And once thoughts, emotions, and belief begin working together, something powerful starts to shift. That is where the real technique begins. Now let us reveal the manifestation technique itself. It is powerful because of how simple it is, and many people overlook it because they think something life-changing must be complicated. But this technique is based on one idea. Feel as if what you want is already yours, not tomorrow, not someday, right now, at this moment. At first, this may sound strange. You might be thinking, how can I feel something I do not even have yet? But think about this carefully. Before anything changes in the outside world, something usually changes inside first. A person who becomes successful often starts believing in themselves before success arrives. A person who finds peace often begins feeling peace before life becomes perfect. The feeling comes first, and then actions, choices, and experiences slowly begin to follow. Most people spend all day saying, "I want this, I need this, I hope this comes into my life." But those words often create a feeling of lack. They remind the mind that something is missing. This technique asks you to do the opposite. Instead of focusing on not having it, you begin asking yourself, how would I feel if it were already here? Would you feel grateful, excited, safe, happy? That feeling becomes the secret. Because when you stop living in the energy of waiting and start living in the energy of receiving, something inside begins to change. And that small shift can become the beginning of a completely different reality. Now let us break this technique down into simple steps so you can understand how to practice it in your daily life. You do not need anything special. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need to sit for hours. The power of this technique comes from consistency and feeling, not effort. Small actions repeated with belief can create powerful changes over time. The first step is to become very clear about what you want. Many people say they want a better life, more happiness, more money, or more success. But the mind responds better when there is clarity. Ask yourself, what exactly do I want? What does it look like? How does it feel? The clearer you become, the easier it is for your mind to focus. The second step is to imagine that your desire has already happened. Close your eyes for a moment and create a picture in your mind. Do not see it as a future dream. See it as something that already belongs to you. Picture yourself living it. Picture yourself smiling, breathing easier, and feeling grateful. Now comes the most important part. Feel the emotion. This is where many people stop too soon. Do not just think about it. Feel it. Feel the happiness. Feel the peace. Feel the excitement. Allow your heart to experience the emotion as if it were real right now. And finally, repeat this practice every day, not with pressure, not with desperation, but with trust. A few minutes in the morning or before sleep can slowly train your mind to live in a new energy. Because repetition is powerful. The more you feel it, the more natural it begins to become. Now you may be wondering, why does this technique seem to work for so many people? What makes simply feeling something so powerful? The answer is deeper than most people think. Your mind is always paying attention. Every single day, it notices thousands of things around you. But it naturally focuses more on what feels important to you. Think about this. Have you ever decided to buy something, maybe a car, a phone, or a certain color of clothing, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere? It was always there, but now your mind notices it more because your attention changed. In the same way, when you repeatedly focus on feelings of gratitude, confidence, success, or happiness, your mind slowly begins looking for experiences that match those feelings. When you constantly think, "Nothing is working for me," your attention starts searching for proof. Small disappointments feel bigger. Problems become easier to notice. But when you begin living with feelings of possibility and trust, your focus changes. Suddenly, opportunities that were always around you may become easier to see. Ideas appear. New choices appear. Different actions begin to happen naturally, and this is important to understand. The technique is not about pretending life is perfect. It is not about ignoring real problems. It is about training your inner world so fear no longer controls every thought. Because once your beliefs begin changing, your actions often begin changing too. And sometimes the biggest manifestation is not what comes into your life. Sometimes it is who you become during the process. Now let us talk about something that stops many people before they ever see results. Even when people learn the technique, they often make small mistakes that quietly block their progress. And the difficult part is that most people do not even realize they are doing it. One of the biggest mistakes is forcing the process. People try so hard to make something happen that they become stressed and emotionally tired. They keep thinking, "Is it working yet? Why is nothing changing?" They check every day for signs and results. But manifestation is a little like planting a seed. If you keep digging into the ground every day to check it, you disturb its growth. Some things need time, patience, and trust. Another common mistake is allowing negative thoughts to control the story inside the mind. Now remember, having a negative thought does not mean you fail. Everyone has doubts sometimes. Everyone feels fear at times. The problem begins when you hold on to those thoughts and repeat them again and again until they become stronger than your belief. Many people also make the mistake of trying 10 different methods at once. One day, they try one technique. The next day, they switch to another. And a few days later, they give up completely. They become impatient because they expect immediate results. But real change often happens quietly. Sometimes the biggest shifts happen inside you before you can see anything changing outside. The truth is simple. Do not chase. Do not force. Do not live in fear. Practice with trust. Feel with belief. And allow yourself to relax into the process. Because when you stop holding on so tightly, you create space for things to flow naturally into your life. Now the question becomes simple. How can you make this technique a part of your real life? Because understanding something is one thing, but practicing it every day is where change begins. And the good news is this does not need to be complicated. You do not need hours of free time. You only need a few quiet moments and a willingness to be consistent. One of the best times to practice is in the morning, right after you wake up. Before the noise of the day begins, before stress, messages, and responsibilities fill your mind, take a few moments for yourself. Close your eyes and ask yourself one simple question. How would I feel if my desire had already come true? Sit with that feeling. Let it become real inside your heart for a few moments. Another powerful time is right before sleep. At night, your mind becomes quieter. The day slows down, and you naturally become more relaxed. Instead of ending the day with worry or overthinking, spend a few minutes imagining the life you want. See yourself living it. Feel gratitude as if it already happened. Feel peace as if everything is already working out for you. You can also practice during small moments throughout the day. While walking, sitting quietly, drinking coffee, or taking a deep breath, gently return to the feeling of trust. Not by forcing yourself, but by reminding yourself of the energy you want to carry. Remember this. Big changes do not always begin with big actions. Sometimes they begin with small moments repeated every day. A few minutes of belief, a few moments of gratitude, a few seconds of choosing a new feeling. And over time, those small moments can slowly create a completely different version of your life. As we come to the end of this journey, remember this one truth. The manifestation technique was never really hidden from you. The power was always within you. Maybe people do not talk about it enough because it sounds too simple. But often the most powerful things in life are simple. Your thoughts matter. Your feelings matter. The energy you carry every day matters more than you may realize. You do not need to become a different person overnight. You do not need to have perfect thoughts every single day. You simply need to become more aware. Start noticing what you feel. Start choosing belief over fear, trust over doubt, and gratitude over worry. Small changes inside can slowly create powerful changes outside. And remember, manifestation is not only about attracting things. It is also about becoming the version of yourself that feels worthy, peaceful, confident, and ready to receive. Because sometimes the real miracle is not just what enters your life. Sometimes the real miracle is the person you become along the way. If this message connected with your heart today, take a moment and comment below, "I am ready to receive." I would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it with someone who may need this message, and subscribe for more powerful content to help you create the life you truly deserve. Until next time, trust the process, believe in yourself, and remember beautiful things may already be on their way to you.